Hi everyone, and welcome to another weekly angel reading for the week of October 7th to the 13th. And actually this is going to be a fairy reading because I am guided to use Doreen Virtue's magical messages from the Fairies deck. This is a beautiful deck and I thought it was rather appropriate because I am on my way to Glastonbury or near Glastonbury to visit a friend of mine tomorrow and Wednesday, and I am going to also be seeing Doreen there hopefully for a book signing, so I'm very excited. And I also get to see the Chalice Well in Glastonbury that I haven't done when I last visited, and I know it's a really powerful place, so I thought the fairies might have some extra magical messages for us this week. I have already pulled the cards, but I don't know what they are, so I will be getting as much of a surprise as you. And let's see what they have to say for us for Monday and Tuesday first of all. Okay, this card is interesting. It says summer. Everything that you've been asking for becomes yours in the summertime. So we are actually in the northern hemisphere, we're just coming out of summer. Those of you in the northern hemisphere in Australia and such will actually almost be at summer. So if you are living in that area of the world, then your desires are about to come true. The fairies also know that, time is really what we make of it. It doesn't really exist in their span of things, and they're excellent manifestors. So I'm also hearing that whatever the time of year it is, it's really important for us to get outside, get into nature, and make the most of the sunshine wherever we are. They're saying it's really going to help us to revitalize our energy this week, help us to connect more to ourselves. They're also saying if you can, to get away, to perhaps plan a little trip. Now I know that I am doing that, but I have heard many people asking about that recently, so it's actually one of the reasons why I'm going. I feel like it's really important for me to get out of my environment for a while. So if you can do that in the coming days, please do so. And also, they're saying that if you are one of those people that are also thinking of moving to a warmer location, then please go ahead. This is a sign for you. I actually have also a really good friend of mine who is about to move to Maui today. So this feels like it's also confirmation for her and anyone else who is thinking of doing similar. Okay, so that's exciting. Alright, so let's see for Wednesday and Thursday what they have to say for us. Okay, so this is a love life deck. The basis of your question involves your romantic life, which is now changing for the better. So if you have been asking your questions recently, know that your love life, whether you're single or in a relationship, has something to do with it. The angels are saying that there are changes that are going to be made in the middle of the week that will really help us in our love lives, regardless of whether we're in a relationship or not, whether we want one or not. It can also be to do with our friendships and those close to us, and of course opening our hearts, which ultimately is what it's all about anyway, regardless of anyone else. They're also reminding me, look, the fairies, there's such a beautiful picture, this really allowing ourselves to play, to be light, to let it be light-hearted, to follow our hearts, to really listen to our guidance. They're also saying that there is going to be some meetings of soulmates, and that could be to do with our friends and also just anyone who we feel really connected to. So it doesn't have to be romance, although I would say that if you've been asking for it, this is a perfect time to kind of dive in and see where the rest of your opportunities lie. Okay, so just go for it. Alright, so let's see. The weekend is about practice, practice, practice. Now, this card actually says with daily practice you can polish your skills and talents and increase your confidence. But I also always see this card as music orientated because of the fairy playing the music. Now, to me, it's a wonderful way to again help us to feel uplifted if we're feeling a little stuck right now. It's also again another sign for me to not to tell you to not give up. And also me, they just said me, so therefore, okay, me, not give up, to keep going with whatever we want. Don't let a few bumps put us off. And also know that usually when we are asking for things, when we're asking for our prayers to be answered, it really does involve some work and dedication from us. I know that we've been talking actually about that in previous readings, so it must mean that we need to continue to do that. They're also saying it's the perfect time for us to perhaps take up a new hobby or a new interest. If you're feeling like, again, they're talking about meeting other people, if you feel guided to join a group or start a new thing that would be kind of away from your work as well to balance things out, do that, because it's a really great time. So look into it in the weekend, or perhaps just go ahead and do something. Alright, so it looks like a fun week. It looks like a week for us to once again be out into the world, be sociable, but also to make sure that we're kind of having that little bit of determination as far as our priorities go, letting them be open, letting our hearts be open to that. I did want to say also that I have just posted my October messages of grace on my website, which are monthly messages, unlike these which are weekly, and they're also for each sign of the zodiac. So they may or may not be based on what's going on in the planets, but they are for each one. And in fact, I know that Cancer, they were talking about perhaps you feeling a little bit like in hibernation mode this month, so don't worry about that if you are. There's also the Libra energy. I know they were talking about miracles and all kinds of meetings, so that goes along with this week's messages. There's all kinds of messages about some abundance for a couple of the signs. I can't exactly remember, but it looks really good, and you can check those out at my website, anna-taylor.co.uk/messages, or of course you can contact me on my website or my Facebook page, facebook.com/Anna Taylor Music Angel, and organise a private reading with me if that's something that you would like. I would be honoured to connect with you, and as always, I will be sending you lots of blessings from Glastonbury on Wednesday, and I look forward to talking to you next week. Take care. Much love.